I want to show you how to change the starter on one of these Chinese ATVs. So it's a pretty simple job, a little bit of a process, but these are the tools you're going to need. Phillips head screwdriver, a ratchet, a couple extensions, 10mm wrench, 8mm socket, 5mm Allen key or Allen socket, but on this bike I actually need them both. A little rubber plastic mallet and a little bit of anti-seize. So pop the seat off. And we have to disconnect the battery. You don't want any juice running to the starter. Phillips head or a 10mm, whatever's going to help it grip a little bit better. Now we're going to bounce down here to the starter. You're going to locate the wire, the hot wire that runs to the starter. It's a Phillips head screw, and you just have to remove it. If this tube is in your way, this is a carburetor overflow tube, you can remove it. Get it out of your way. Try not to lose the screw, it is very tiny. And what it actually does is it threads into this connection. That's threaded. So you're just going to put that to the side. So now we have no juice, we got the electricity away from it. I have to remove this foot area. That's where the M5 Allen head, Allen key, Allen socket, and 10mm come into play. On this bike I have to remove 7 of them. Quite a bit for just this little area of body work. Now I got 4 more to remove down here. So it's a 5mm Allen on top, 5mm Allen on the bottom. Now also on this bike I need to remove the shifter. It's an 8mm, just a pinch bolt. Remove the whole bolt, work it off. This is the cover you have to remove because the starter is ran on a chain, which you will see. So 8mm. Break them loose. Up top here you have a ground wire. And we got to remove chain cover. Plastic mallet. So this is why you have to remove this side cover, is because the starter on these engines is hooked to a chain and it's ran down here to the crank. It's not just a gear to gear type of starter. So now that we have this side cover removed, we're going to go on the other side and actually remove the starter. Here's the starter right here. That's your carburetor. This is my homemade air box. But we're going to remove a bolt right here, a bolt right here, and one bolt right here. So 3 bolts, 8mm. This is where you need the extensions. Now what I like to do is I'll put one hand on the starter, pull it out a little bit, put a finger on the chain. As I pull the starter loose and kind of tilt it down, the chain comes right off. And then just let the chain rest. Slide your starter out. When you're installing the starter, you want to locate where your power cable is going to go on. The orientation of that is going to be towards the cylinder. So we're going to go in this way. But you can't just push it in, bolt it on. You got to put the chain on first. Kind of have it at a little bit of an angle. And you just kind of got to work it till the teeth are on. Then you can push the starter into place. But you do want to check and make sure that the chain did not fall off the crank teeth, which this one did. So I just want to make sure that it goes around the teeth. And it's on the starter. I'm going to give it a little spin, and it's nice and smooth. Everything's turning. And we're properly hooked up. Now the starter is ready to be bolted on. But the reason you have to do everything is because it has that chain. It would be nice if it was just gear to gear, because then all you would have to do is just these 3 bolts. So I go snug, quarter turn, snug, quarter turn, snug, quarter turn. Now you can reassemble the case. Line the holes up. Give it a little tap. And it's on. One thing I do like to do, put a little bit of anti-seize on the hardware. Because it is aluminum on aluminum. Aluminium on aluminium. Install in the way you took them off. Don't forget about your ground cable here. Chain cover. I'll tighten everything up. These do not need to be tight. I do it in a crisscross pattern. And then your chain guard. It's like I go snug in about an 1/8 turn. Snug, 1/8 turn. That's enough. Snug, 1/8 turn. Now we'll hook up our power cable. So I find it easier if you slide it through the hole and then you bring the cable to it. I know you can't see because my hands are in the way, but I find that to be the easiest for this little screw. Kind of pinch it. Son of a bitch. Tighten the power cable. Now I'm going to assemble all this back. Now there's really only one way to know if you did everything the correct way, and that's see if she starts. We did it. All fixed. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate you watching.